Okay, we're back, everybody. Now this is as easy, or not as easy, as good as possible. This campaign, it went as well as it possibly can. For now it's 265 BC, and let me just show you what's basically happened. Is the Frisias were taken out early by these guys, at which point I learned that all you do is you max your tax, you keep getting the money in to survive,
well met, friend.
and yeah, as long as you keep a cash flow positive, build up your barracks, research, fight off the rebellions, get your army to get stronger and stronger and stronger. Then a whole lot later you can start focusing on growth. I fought off 2 invasions by the Rugii. I went out, I fought them once, I had to retreat. I fought them twice, I had to retreat again. Then I came back out. What on earth happened again? And their army had immediately recovered. And then when I hit the town, the army was already stronger than mine. But what's worse, another army, even stronger than that, was out in the sea. So I was like, how on earth is this possible? You've got one town. Retreated again, fought again. The Rugii are making enemies everywhere, but nobody's strong enough to stop them. Like, I made friends with the Inguones on the other side. They're trying. The Lugia are trying. It is proving almost impossible to stop these guys. The Marcomanni are about to be destroyed as well, because they've just got nothing left. So I've tried everything that I can possibly think of. I'll take this as my last attempt for now on the legendary campaign, because the problem with this is, and I don't mean to sound sour, but you've got so many modifiers that are holding you back at this campaign level. There are so many of them. You can barely move without a problem, and it looks like none of them apply to the enemy. Like my last attempt, which ended here in the forest, I came out, they were busy fighting the Inguones on the other side. Then I tried to take the town, but before I could, 2 armies came out of the sea and chased me down all the way from the sea to the forest. Bear in mind, they came from the ocean. They shouldn't even be able to move when they disembark on dry land. So there's so much rigging against you, and you have so many modifiers that apply to you and don't apply to the enemy. It's, as far as I can see, it's practically insurmountable. I'm really trying my best, but it is not proving doable almost. It's so tough. So I'm going to take this as my last attempt on the legendary. Otherwise we'll scale back the difficulty, because I want to complete it as the Cimbri, but it is looking like it's literally impossible. I stabilized my province. It took a lot of rebellions, but then I lost my king just now. My king was level 8. He was a rank 8 king, and he died in battle fighting against an enemy that literally held on due to the commander's unit. If the commander's unit had routed, I would have won the battle, possibly. So it's just not looking like... The legendary is so lopsided. I mean, barbarians are difficult, but on this mod, it is so lopsided. I can't... at least for now, I can't crack this. I can honestly not crack this. I'm trying. I've tried so many times by now. It just doesn't look crackable. Like, if you have managed to crack legendary Divide et Impera as something, you know, in the barbarian faction, goodness, you are, because this is the most favorable I've had it, and we're barely surviving. Like, I have to rebuild my army right now, and I can't attack a single city because literally my province ran out of people. It's running out of a certain type of citizen. I can't replenish certain units. Meanwhile, the Rugii are able to replenish 2 armies halfway filled with those same types of units. It's impossible. Like, the modifiers are absolutely removed for them to the extent it's just not surmountable. Like really tough. This is like pre-2000 game era tough. Which games before the year 2000 were real tough. And they progressively got softer afterwards, but this is what it feels like, because dang is this hard. Dang is this. Look at all these axes. These are all battles that I've fought defensively and offensively. And I still haven't cracked one settlement. That's how rough this is. That's how hard this is. It is really hard. And one thing I will say is I haven't sent a single diplomatic envoy. That actually helps in this game. I think as a barbarian, for some reason, if you send envoys out, all it does is waste your money and worsen your diplomacy everywhere. They don't like it. Nobody seems to like you sending envoys at all. So you just keep to yourself, you keep your money, and you avoid everybody else like a plague. It's goodness. And I held a few sieges. That the army I had that was wiped out here in the forest was top notch. It had elite units. It had good units. It was just short of full. I think it was 16 to 18 unit. It was very good, but it still wasn't enough. The Rugi managed to just pull 2 armies out of the sea and fight me on the other edge of the province, which is beyond insane. That's it. That's my salt. That's my moan. That's my grumble. Let's just try and see if we can actually accomplish something, because if I can't make this work, I'm gonna need to grind on a lower difficulty level and actually start understanding what this mod is about, because I'm trying to, but dang is Legendary not pulling any punches. Yes, I've also had a spy over here, which is beautiful because my spy has helped me actually see. Yep, Marcomanni's gone. It's actually helped me see when it's a good time to invade. Not that it's helped. And this fleet refuses to do anything. Not that it's really helped, because look at that. I don't have the citizens to even recruit these people. So yes, it's not really helped, because every time I get there, they are able to return to their base so fast. It's like I might as well not try. The costs of training have definitely gone down. Like these used to be 1,200, so something's working in my favor somewhere. But beyond that, this is proving to be real difficult. I don't want to touch these guys because they're only 150. These guys are larger. Weapon damage are lower, but I've made those rout quite a few times, so I'm not too fond of them. Whew. Yeah. Okay, so that's one thing I've learned: you keep these in reserve. You just do. You just do. And the reason why is because these Dugunthor's citizens, look there, I've just ran out again. You have to have units in multiple pools of citizenry. If you don't, you're gonna run out, and the AI won't. That's the big problem. It's not that you struggle, it's that the AI doesn't struggle. The AI for some reason has none of these hurdles applied to it. And that's why you really need to be careful. So we're fortunate nobody's declaring war on us except for the Rugi. But they are proving to be insurmountably strong. Like, there is nothing I can do to dislodge them. They just keep digging in with more armies. And me and 3 other factions are not beating them back. They're not advancing, but we can't crack them. They're just too tough. They have like 6, 7, 8 elite units in every army. That whether getting the money for is beyond me, whether getting the food for is beyond me. They just have them. Like, their armies are very elite. I've practically perfected a method of defending my settlement. So, unless we're very outnumbered, because my previous playthrough, 7,000 Rugi descended on my settlement. 2 armies of 3,500 soldiers. They were, I think we were 4,000, the garrison combined with my army. We just didn't have a chance. So, that's the one thing I will say about this difficulty level on this mod. there are a lot of punitive modifiers that don't seem to apply at all to the AI. When I say at all, they practically look like they're positively applied to them. They are so much more capable of just building armies without any restriction. It really takes clever battling to just survive. Whew! I thought the assault was over. I can't. It's rough. It's rough. Whew. Like this mod. I like a challenge. I just don't like being slapped this hard, this fast, this constantly. It's a bit tough when when you don't see any way to fix it. That's pretty much where I'm at with this. But yeah, you do need to sit through the rougher times, because these settlements, your faction, everything, it's like you are born with everybody hating you. You're basically it's like being in a punching match, but your hands are tied, your mouth is bound just in case you think, oh, I'll bite them, and all you can do is fight with your nose, which is a nose is not a good offensive tool. That's what, and you just have to wait. You just have to survive. Find ways to survive long enough. Ah, the Rugia destroyed them too. Oh, that would. It's real bad, people. It's real bad. At least we got some money. No, not that. So, I don't want to give up, but this thing is smacking me hard. To just say nope, can't do it, can't break it. Hey, it's the first time I've actually had so much growth in the Dugunthor's group that they actually, don't need to. I can actually recruit more than one. I'm not gonna build these guys again. I think my army needs more bulk, and they're not bad, but they're just not good enough. They're just not good enough. Don't know what all these modifiers are. Like, oh, resistant to cold snipe stalk. These are very unusual. Deploy outside deployment zone. Oh, that makes sense, because I think most of my units could deploy outside the zone from that previous battle. Because my command unit needed to actually move up forward. So yeah, so that's where I'm at. And as small as the Rugi look, like they had war with 4 factions. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we're not denting them, man. We're not denting them at all. And no matter what I do, I can't get anybody to make a trade agreement with me. Like, is there anybody? No, there's literally nobody. I haven't been able to make a trade agreement with anybody. They just won't do it. I wonder if I can make peace with them. I can't even tell you how long we've been at war and they still don't want peace. Let's take a look at this. Oh yeah, growth. I'm trying to get my growth up because we can survive the cash flow disaster. So we've solidified our cash flow, which is one thing I couldn't say before. Like I couldn't get cash flow stabilized for the longest time. I found one general ability that's very good. It reduces the upkeep cost of your units quite considerably, which I'm going to be investing in heavily, because it'll allow us. The sad thing is it's not going to allow us to keep more elite units, because we can't keep more elite units. Reason why you can't keep many elite units, at least you can't, the AI can, is because you can't keep your armies supplied with soldiers. You just can't. It's just even from quite decent battles, like 60 to 70% survival, you're smoked. Your platoons don't recover for like 10 turns because there's not enough citizens of that class to actually resupply them. So I'm not even getting into half of it. There's such a balancing act. And as I said, it's not that the balancing act is impossible, although it very nearly is. It's that it definitely doesn't apply to the AI. They're not. You can clearly see by how they're performing. It's not working on them at all, because there's no way the Rugi could afford that amount of armies without food and money problems. It's just not possible. I might have a port city, but you can't manage 2 armies half composed of elite troops on one province without a food issue. That's ridiculous. It's not possible. Really gives me barbarian invasion vibes. Because Rome Total War 1, barbarian invasion, was like this. You start all these small factions that have to fight so hard just to get the smallest advancement. And it takes a really, really long time to get any form of traction going. It's exactly the same. Like, we are really struggling to just get any form of traction in what we're doing. Like, if I was brave, I would take my army down to the Chao Sea. That's currently at war with my southern neighbors and fight them. But it will be a gamble. It'll be a gamble like nothing else. Come now, load up. And we can't gamble anymore. Like, my invasion of this... Oh, you see. No, so they were busy there. Here comes a whole full army. Now this army, the Thunderbolts of Thunaraz, I've been fighting them since the start. I've never been able to destroy them. I've tried so many times. But they keep surviving, and my victories against them are Pyrrhic at best. So simply speak, we just don't have the strength to fight these battles. These guys are just too strong. Run speed. I'm also running a bit low on things that I can actually build, that I'd actually like to build. So yeah, even with no tax, it seems my public order is getting problems again. Slaves -5. Oh, one thing I forgot to say. That's one way that you can sustain yourself. You have to take slaves. Non-stop. Every battle. Whether it's against secessionists, rebellion, every single battle, every last one, you need to take slaves. That's not even up for freaking discussion. If you don't take slaves, you're not going to have a sustainable cash flow. You have to. There's just no other source of income because nobody's closing a trade agreement with me. So where am I going to get my money? Can't get it. You see, one thing is, look at that. These are 3 elite units. Combined with that thing. Freaking spearmen. That's not too bad. These guys I've found I can break them. They're not too tough. But these guys are bad. These guys are a nightmare. They're really strong. Like, combined with the legendary difficulty, those dudes are like, you have to surround them and say bye-bye to whatever unit is actually in contact with them on the front, because even surrounding them, they're gonna break quite late. So I'm not looking forward to fighting their general, because their general is getting stronger, and he managed to kill my king, which I really didn't want to do. My king was so strong. I had a really good king. The only problem with him was his elite unit. His elite unit was bad. His bodyguard unit. So, barring that, which I've fixed now, he was very, very good. Yeah, that's my 2 cents on this. I'm tired. That was a long explanation. Another thing that I'm also lucky about is that they actually didn't declare war. I mean, somebody else, because staying passive and peaceful this long, even though I'm at war with one faction, usually draws other factions in. So as I said, I can't imagine it going any better than this, and we're still stuck. We're still not able to even advance out of our settlement because just the impact of the enemy is so hard. They're up in your face so much with how strong they are. Okay, let's see what they do. I'm a bit surprised by that. Okay, let me give you a rundown. Let me give you a rundown of how I do my battles. I'm actually scared of doing this. I think I won't, because the battle I lost in the forest, I lost with these odds. So I think I'll have to. I'm sorry. I'm not losing this campaign. I am too tired. There you go. 1,821 wealth. That's the only way you can keep your system going. If I actually get my army up and running, let me see if I can get some mercenaries. And I could maybe fight them. I wanna destroy this army. If I could destroy this army, it will be very good for me. Come now. Don't know if I can hire mercenaries and still move. I've seen some bad acting from the computer regarding that. Maybe I shouldn't, because if I actually just won this fight with the garrison. If I charge them, I'd be charging them without the garrison. You see, that's my problem. I have to do so much planning just to think if I can actually counterattack somebody. For them, that's not an issue. They have nowhere near this level of problem in doing this stuff. That's why I really messed. Oh, would I love that? Oh, would that be good? But there's no way I can get to that. That's probably so far. Yeah, look at that. Oh man, that would be so useful right now. And look at that. They've already got another. You see, I can't do it. Look at that. They've already got a full army again. That's how fast they go. They're not hampered at all. They're recruiting. Look, I can't recruit. Look there. That citizen class is knocked out. This citizen class knocked out. All I have left is the Carillos. That's it. And yeah. So my whole province is bleeding people. These guys are just recruiting after defeats like it's nothing. I tell you, it is. Apparently these guys are useful. I'll get Drogo, because that's a cool name.
These are experts in administration and masters of manipulation, recruited via the Recruit Agents button when a settlement is selected and civil technologies have been researched. They are vulnerable to spies.
Message is a bit different, but no, respect, I see that. Advises local officials, thereby increasing tax rates. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. Okay. Yeah, this mod is something amazing. It's so much of an overhaul. The only, as I said, the only issue I really have on this is none of the negative modifiers seem to apply to the enemy at all. They're just steamrolling like nothing's wrong. And meanwhile you're fighting just to hold on to your single province. Like, difficult is difficult, but dang is that lopsided. Okay, let's see it. Oh, they're bringing the A-team again. Tell ya, how are we supposed to survive this? They're probably... and they moved as well, so they probably recruited and moved as well, which... How can you fight that? Like, we have to do 2 turns, they can do 1. I'm sure they got some more units now. Ah, I was wrong. That's a very pleasant being wrong experience. And look there. Boink. So, I'm serious, man. I don't know what's up with this. I don't know why it must be this difficult. It is hard. It is real hard. Even with this old timer doing his best to keep everybody chill, they're still so angry. Come on! What does it take to get these people to just relax? You do that and then you build some of those skirmishes, because once again you have to have a mix of citizen types, especially unfortunately the lower class ones. No, but just because they're not as good combat troops. Got no beef with the otherwise, but they don't make very good combat troops. And you have to use them to try and fight these guys, but man, they rout fast. It's hard living like this. It is hard. All the other factions really wish that they could, you know, put in some effort there. But I don't see them. I mean, there's this fleet that always sits here. I think the blue faction, the Insurbines or something, they're the only people that actually showed some resolve. They sent an army over. It got defeated, but at least they sent one. So that's currently where we're at. We're just defending. They see the Rugia are just desperately trying to conquer me, because I'm probably the weakest of everybody. Probably. So they're just targeting me all the time. Obviously stop the adoption. We've got like 2 people in my family. Like, who are these horrible people that would do that? Like, seriously, that's just a big waste of money. Like, who do they want to adopt? There's nobody here. That's nuts. Get out of here, you. I can't believe they try and do something like that. I can't believe this poor dude still doesn't have any success in time in the population. Population's still furious. Trying to get that build up. At least we've got our army back. That if I had one more of these Zaspapai. But look, there's 6 available. We need 200. I'm telling you, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I don't know. We're supposed to get it. These numbers. I mean, we've got a huge number of Carolos. Carolos available, but we're just wiped every other way. What's this? Hopefully this will help me. Something's gotta help me. I'm stuck. Once again, I'm just stuck constantly. Ah, somebody help me. Just, I'm sort of waiting for another faction to just weaken them slightly. Just slightly. Can one faction please step up and weaken them? At this point, I don't even care if somebody else conquers them. Just somebody step up. Because for some reason, they're stepping up against me non-stop. And with the exception of one army, nobody is doing anything to help me. It's depressing. It's depressing being this held back. Really hard. Really miserable. And I mean, I basically, you know, started the recording on this campaign again because it looked like we were maybe going to be wiped out, unfortunately, because I had just lost my best army and my only army in what seemed to be an impossible situation. 2 armies coming out of the ocean, chasing me clear across the province and besieging me twice. Not once, twice. They've friggin' frog jumped each other. I don't even know how to describe it. It broke so many of the rules of the movement of armies. I was like, this is not, it's insurmountable. It's insurmountable. Like the AI they don't have any adherence to any of the rules from what I can see at all. It's like, it's ridiculous. They're on easy mode already, and then they can move as they wish. It's like having all queens on the enemy side in chases. And there goes the fleet again. I'm so mopey. I'm so freaking mopey about this. I just like one success. Apart from just defending myself, there's been virtually no success in this campaign. All my kids are dying. These guys are so strong. At least I think this is the limit of them. 1 fleet and 2 armies. I don't think they have more.
Barely enough money in your treasury to cover costs.
I know, man. Isn't it terrible?
Provinces are taxed effectively by ensuring their settlements are upgraded to the highest.
And now we're not even getting growth anymore. What happened? They say something about province effects. What province effect? And we've got more food now. What province effect are you talking about? Wait a minute, we've got more food.
Ready for orders.
What held me back on food? Something was holding me back food-wise. I can't remember what it was. Oh, it would have been this, but the problem with this is upgrading this actually causes squalor. It actually makes people angry living in a bigger city. I have no idea how that even... What? So that's -2. Still -2. Why did you stop, bro? I didn't tell you to stop. I never told him to stop. What the heck? That's messed up. You just cancel that. Move out.
Your next command.
I know, for some reason it chills out the people. It chills out not having you there, which, what is wrong with your army that they infuriate your city that much? Like, are all my villagers just very unpatriotic? Are they just, oh, it's our soldiers again? Because for some reason they despise me. I have no idea what's happening with some of this stuff. It's so rough. You can't, man, we're done for at this rate. And we're supposed to have beneficial trading.
Flapping tongue that speaks.
Oh, I can't. How am I supposed to? Nobody wants to talk to me. This is the mope show. This is the mope show. Like, this campaign is turning into the mope campaign. And it can't be anything else because nothing's going right. All we're getting is misfortune. All we're getting is setback and misfortune. You're getting the live experience. This is just what it takes for me to get my army to attack once. You've seen how many times they just go willy-nilly with their army to my border. They're not held up by any of this. They can do as they please. Yeah, along with my garrison, my army barely holds them back. Close victory. I wish I took a close victory here in the forest, because that was the first result, and I thought I could do better because they had a very small army. What effectively happened was a very small army came in, I destroyed everything but the commander's unit. I sent all my infantry to surround the commander's unit, and it held out so long that the other army actually got to us and wiped us out. We couldn't... I don't even have word... The commander just wouldn't yield. My general died before he did, with 8 infantry units surrounding them from all sides. I don't even have words for something like that. Not only would he not give in, he wouldn't even... The casualties wouldn't even roll in. So it's really hard. We have this level of restraint against you just on the campaign map, and then on the battle map as well. Goodness. Uphill battle is basically a sheer cliff. If I can't handle this campaign where I'm only at war with one faction, like one, and they've got one settlement, and it's proving this hard to defend ourselves, and I don't think I can do legendary, and I've pulled out everything that I know. It doesn't work with its insurmountable gap. There you go. So the blue faction is once again marching on them. So maybe we have a chance. This is when I move in, is when the other faction actually also moves. So now, thanks to my spy, we're going to check what's going on here. There we go. So these guys have moved in, but look at that. That's a pathetic army. That's absolutely pathetic. I'm not even. I'm mean. Oh, they sent the bad army against the bad army. That's one good thing. -8 again! -8 again! How is this frickin'... How is this possible? -8 again! Are you still doing your job? Thank goodness somebody's doing something. Oh, tax rate well deployed. Fantastic. Upkeep, that's a good one. Oh, but he's not attached to him. That's very useful. Let me just see. Might be that this is a better unit to get than the other type. If there was experience being given to the general. But okay, there isn't. Your general also needs experience. So I have to take that one, which is useless, to get... Is there one for public order? Public order, public order, public order. This is good. That's real good. We need growth. Our growth is pathetic. Oh! 2 public order. Research and public order. That's the research is garbage, but public order. And this is rough. Nah, it's not enough. It's not enough. We need this one. Do we? It's all so bad. It's all so disjointed. Okay, it's not bad. It's just so difficult. Yes. Reduce upkeep. That makes our tax rate, that makes our situation livable at the very least. How can it get any worse?
You have further orders?
Okay. As you can see, that's it. Stuck. Can't make money. Only way you can make money is enslaving the enemy. Oh, would I love to say this is doable, but man, this puts you on your toes non-stop. So we are 2 armies. 2 now. Me and these guys. And I don't think they're gonna win. Their army's made of pitchfork-wielding farmers. Those aren't soldiers. I don't think they can win. Even against... That's the weaker army. Even against them. That's quite a thing for me to say, the weaker army, because... that was the stronger one. They must have lost a lot against the pirates. Because they had like 6 elites. And I'm not even kidding. 6 elite and then 6 very good infantry. Like it was bulked up with infantry like crazy. And now it's pretty manageable. That's got some Fromonois or Fromonese spearmen, which are quite weak. Although some I've fought recently just wouldn't give up either. Which is ridiculous, because when you wield them, they give up practically on contact. But maybe they can hold them. Maybe. That'll be really good if they can. I doubt it. They don't look like they have good enough soldiers. But if they can, oh, I'd be happy. I'd be so happy. Because that means if I just manage to push back this one army without losing an unmanageable amount of troops, which is a big if, then I can actually advance. But as I say, it's a big if. You pay Pyrrhic victory upon Pyrrhic victory upon Pyrrhic victory to stay alive in this campaign. There's no venturing out just yet. It's like, what's it? a first episode of Attack on Titan when they come back from the walls and they're just like.
Treaties have served us both well,
But
and now the ancestors tell us to stand alone.
no, they don't. You're just lying. And then it's like, it's hopeless. We can't do anything. This is it. What are we supposed to do? It takes so many to. Oh, they defeated them. Look, they defeated them. Oh man. What are we supposed to do? It takes so much just to get army battle ready. Just for them to actually live to see battle. Without being decimated by snow, having to fight rebellions. Oh man, and they made peace.
You have recruited so many units, the treasury is
I
running out of the weight of their
know.
output.
I know.
Capturing
We
new
need.
territory would spread the
Dude,
cost as well as
stop
putting your troops to
throwing
good
stuff out that we both know we
will
can't
gladly
get.
listen to your offer.
We both know we can't do that.
We will gladly listen to your.
No. -2. We're probably gonna have to fight a rebellion. Probably.
Ready for battle.
The only reason I'm not is at 1. Why is my province punishing its growth so much? Where's growth? Where's growth? Where's growth? Is there a way to see more? Why is my growth so low? Like, why is my growth so low? Show me, man. Show me. Why is it not show? It's just saying province effects. What are the province effects? Why are there so many of them that are negative? Like, is it me? Is my dude carrying some freaking... Is he accidentally poisoning wells or something? What's going on? Why is it so low? I'd like to help, but you're not telling me anything. Why aren't you two having kids? They have been married for quite a while, but they're not doing anything. Come on now. Oh, that's useful. That's close. Oh, from military presence. Oh man. -2. Ah, it's too much of a balance. Yeah, that's too much loss. Too much loss for so little gain. Take this one. Okay. That's about it. Like, we can't do much more than that.
Sit. Share my fire.
You get in there. Maybe the growth will be a bit better when you're in there. I don't know. Because for some reason it's so bad already. Drogo, I don't know. Just do something that's actually working, because it doesn't look like anything you're doing is working. Like, please tell me that the Chausi declare war on the Rugia as well. I don't know, man. I'm putting everything into just not falling apart, and it's costing everything. And I've researched so many technologies, but you just keep getting hit with this muck and this garbage and these disasters. Like, it's just suddenly strong winters, and then your kids die, and then it just doesn't thin out. I don't know how to freaking balance this thing. And then you reduce taxes to get your growth up, and then as it even gets close to the next threshold, it zeroes out because province effects. Won't tell you what, but it's just province effects. So now I can't make money, I can't get growth. If I scale up my taxes, I lose all the growth I've accumulated, or I have to go bankrupt. I don't know how you balance this. There's so much negative. How do you get positive? When everything, everywhere you turn to, is just pushing down. So, like, it's fine sacrificing on one scope, on one end, to get benefit in the other, but if everything is down, no matter what you do, I don't see how to manage that. Like, I'm also public order super negative with no taxes. So the only way to even survive is push up taxes again, which I'm going to do. I'm going to have to nuke all my growth. At least we locked in growth level 3. So, and guess, wait another 10-20 years before we can do that again. Because there's no point in keeping taxes low if my public order is negative and my growth is zeroed. So it's really annoying, because there's a pointlessness to it. There's like, why are you doing this? And it's hard. It's demotivational. It's demotivating. Nothing you do could achieve anything. Hey, they're alone. They're alone. Hooray! They haven't doubled up. We can fight them. And you know what the worst thing is? We can fight them just as we're about to have a rebellion. So, and they're fortified. Okay. Tax max. Tax max. Tax max. Done with this. Done with this. Done with this. Done with this. Let me guess. I could recruit, but I can't anymore. Okay. Still didn't have enough people. That's fine. It is what it is. It's fine. We're just gonna live like this. So yeah, negative 25. You figure it out, because freaking nothing else we can do. I'd love to fight you, but you're fortified, so I'm not even gonna try and touch you, because I know that's just complete madness. And we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait and defend this settlement. If we have slightly more favorable defensive terms, I will engage in direct battle. Otherwise, it's just going to be another Pyrrhic victory. And then, as you can see, what have we built up since the last attack? That's what I want to really show you. We've managed to basically keep our army as it is. That's it. There's no other benefit. And in the meantime, they've completely rearmed, sent out 2 armies. Luckily, one's not coming my way. They could very likely have just sent it my way and finished this campaign. So, I sound like I'm just moaning all the time, but I'm serious when you look at this. Is this even doable? Like, is this even turnable? Because it looks like they are basically playing freaking, I don't know, soccer with jetpacks. Like, they've got no restrictions whatsoever. And you're sitting here just like, moving is practically breaking you. Doing anything's practically crushing you. It's freaking hard. It is hard, it is hard, it is hard, it is hard. Okay, come now, let's see. Let's see. And when these guys are done, gonna cash in on all the slaves. It's gonna be this. It's gonna be this for a while. The only way that I could possibly break out is if I got the growth to build another building, but that's shut itself down because province effects. Don't ask me. It won't show me. It just says province effects. I can't really see from where, but province effects. Trust me, bro. Okay, fine. Nothing works. I sort of wished I actually taxed them already for the last 3 turns. But I really hope that province effects were temporary. But they just, nope. They're stuck. So, probably going to need to research more tech to get the growth unlocked again. Or get that dignitary up in strength. Are they still fortified? If they're not fortified, I'll fight them. But they're probably still fortified. At least we finally have children. Like, how long's this been? Finally, man! You took your time! Love his helmet. I actually managed to find my king in the previous battle, so he stands out quite well. There we go. This, it's all thanks to research. This is honestly keeping us alive. Like that research that kept the public order, not the public order, let me see, it's this one. That one, right there. Cupellation furnace. Without that, I don't think I would be able to survive, because we just get whittled down influence-wise. You get whittled down I struggle so much to say. You get whittled down on every front that this game has. Everywhere. You are whittled down. There's nothing that's not whittling you down. And you're just trying to not freaking succumb to it. Why can't I see what type of income?
Treasury indicates the amount of money.
I know, but why can't I see where it's coming from? Slave trade, but where's culture? I want to see culture. I want to see a proper breakdown. Military trade, commerce, client, other. But where's culture? How do I know if culture will benefit me if I can't see it? I can see taxes, which appear to be going down, so marvelous. Trade 0 because I can't get anybody interested, can't get any of that. You see, this is my problem. I have no idea what culture income I have because it won't show me. I'm not the one. I want to know. I want to know, but you're not showing me anything. So that's a real freaking problem to me. If I can't see it, then I don't know if I should invest in this. Like, investing in trade's clearly a mistake. Clearly it's 0. It's, you know, infinity times 0 is something weird, but any other freaking number times 0 is 0. So just don't touch it. There's no point. What's this? I mean, I want to say negative banditry, but our banditry is at 0. Like, absolutely nothing is making our banditry go up. So we're stuck there. This is negative on recruitment, but upkeep's our major thing. Upkeep and the growth of our population, citizen classes is very important. This, I don't want to touch it just yet because it's increasing my upkeep, even though there are other benefits to it. Like that. Oh, more upkeep still. Yeah, so I think we have no choice. We're just gonna have to trust that culture is something. I don't know, because we can't see the breakdown. Don't mess me around, spy. Yeah, so there's nobody there. There you go. So there's an army over there. They've been quite weakened. You still in your fort, so I can't really touch you. Got 2 elites, 5 semi-elites, and another 2 semi-elites. So quite a heavy army. Not gonna kid ourselves. You're quite a heavy army. So I'm just gonna have to wait again. But let me see. You still doing your job? Thank you, because for some reason you stopped doing it the previous turn. You were just like, nah, you know, slack in time. Like, why? Why are you testing me like this? So everything is going except progress. Progress is miserable on this. I think, I'll tell you what, let me scope out on this for a few turns basically, because it's this is all you're gonna see for now. It is just a mindless grind trying to survive. I'm sorry. I want to make something more exciting of this campaign, but I can't. When all that is happening is your enemy is basically 5 times larger than you, got his hand around your throat and he's slamming you against the wall, there's not really much you can do to be entertaining. You're just like, I want to live. That's what they're doing. That's all we're trying to do. We're just trying to survive, but they're making it so hard. Got no mercy at all. Yeah, when this ends, I'll probably just scope out for a few more turns and see whether we get destroyed finally, or actually finally just manage to do something that gives us the out from this sort of purgatory. We're just stuck in it. We're stuck. You saw the turns. You could tell, like, you could have done this. I'm serious. I do not know of anything I could have done given all the negatives. Like, you saw there were turns, many turns, where my army wasn't even replenishing. Like, how am I supposed to fight when there's like 30% something of my turns I don't even replenish? much less freaking recruit, and then everybody's angry in my town. So yeah, you could let me know, you gotta do it this way, because I'm serious. I'm not seeing any way other than what I'm doing now, which is just waiting. Just hoping some other faction joins and actually helps me and not attacks me, because that's usually what they do. It's frustrating to say the least. Oh no, he's coming back. If he joins his friend, I'm in trouble. I can't fight you. When you're in that fort, I can't. The arrows that he shoots is gonna destroy me. I can barely survive against them on land without a whole fort assisting them. They've got a fort too. I don't have a chance. I'd rather fight a double army coming at me. You see, negative. There you go. Knocked. Negative 36. Can't survive like this, man. These guys are getting less and less friendly with every episode. I mean, with every turn. Let's see, internal falling apart. No, that's pleasant. That's nice. 52%, still holding strong there. And you look like you might carry through. She looks like she might survive, which is very good. Like, we tried, we're struggling so much to get people to actually survive. What's this one? Flirt? No, it's not gonna help there. Insult? Definitely not. No. Never. Can't praise. No. That'll happen at some point. So, once again, just wait. Just wait. Wait and hope for better days, and for my citizens to come in, because all the classes are so heavily drained. If I had to guess, the rebellion will likely attack me. I don't think they can ally. But they will weaken me, and then these guys will attack. Hopefully by themselves and not with another army. But that's if I had to guess what's going to happen. If my rebellion allies with the Rugia, it's freaking, it's over. And I'm not going to lie, I put in a lot on this one. I put in a lot on this one. Like, losing my king was devastating. He really had the holding power to win. It's just that his unit was wrong. That spearman unit. But you can't, I don't know if you can change your default unit. As far as I know, you can't. I don't really see that. Birth of the Parthian Kingdom. Dang, oh, increase in rank. Come on, load up. Yes, let's see. Drogo. Please assist me, bro. Yep. Once again, I'm adding to the tax rate, but for some reason I'm seeing nothing. There you go, and rank 4. Okay, we'll wait. We'll wait. Why on earth would I take a negative to public order? Like, have you seen this? I could take another negative to this. Oh, come on, select the right one. Still, weren't they 180 earlier? This is what I have to deal with. How you doing? No, I'm clicking on the army. Why can't I select my army? Okay, you still need to go up in level. You still need to go up in level. Apparently you can switch out your commander and then change the unit that way. Okay, I'll need to keep that in mind in the future, because that'll be very useful. Although that'll probably have its own cost and loyalty effects. Because if I change, put in a commander from another family, and then suddenly pull them out, they're gonna be like, "Hey, dishonor." Sorry about that. There was not intention to dishonor you. Just need to change my unit. And they're like, "Nope, dishonor forever." They're like, can't win anyway. No, it's not a bad idea when I think about it. If you actually have a general and you bring him up on the battlefield, get his level up, and then switch him with a new general later, you'd actually have a very, very strong politician. I never thought of it that way. When I say never, I'm serious. Like, I've never, through the whole, so I've ever played this game, I've never thought about that option. But that actually, when I'm sitting back and thinking about it, that's actually a pretty useful thing. Oh, he left! At least that's one good thing. I can face this rebellion in peace. Okay, so this is basically how I'm trying to survive. Is I'm just sitting here. My champion or shield maiden is helping me just survive for now, which it is what it is. Here is somebody that... Where's my upkeep one? Upkeep? Oh, that's that one. Plus replenish rate. I'm not going to do that right now because that'll be useful sometime again later. Now I'm just going to do that. Get my armies up. That's important, but that's important by itself. I think that's it for now. I think I'm going to end it there, and then we'll pop into this campaign if I've actually get anything going. But for now, that's where I'm at. So thank you very much, everybody. This has been Edward of Chide with the Mope Show, basically, on this campaign and why it is so difficult to get any form of traction. But if I crack it, I'll do my best to try and crack it, and we'll see what we get from there. So thank you very much and have a very good day. Bye bye.